Om Shanti. Today's Murli date is 1st January 2025. Baba says, sweet children, you are the one who rain this knowledge and make everything green. You have to imbibe this knowledge and inspire others to do the same. Question: what would clouds that do not rain be called? Answer: they are lazy clouds. Active clouds are those that rain. If have If they have imbibed this knowledge, they cannot remain without showering it on others. For those who do not imbibe this knowledge or inspire others to do so, it is as though their stomachs stick to their backs. They are poor and they will become subjects. Another question: what is the main effort you have to make on this pilgrimage of remembrance? Answer: to consider yourself to be a soul and to remember the Father in form of a point. To remember the Father accurately as He is in His real form take efforts. Song: the rain of knowledge is for those who are with the beloved. Om Shanti. Clouds are above the ocean, and the father of clouds is the ocean. Showers of rain are only from the clouds that are made with the ocean. Those clouds fill themselves with water and then rain. You also come to this ocean in order to fill yourself. You children of the ocean are clouds anyways, and this is why you are able to absorb the sweet water. There are many types of cloud. Some rain very heavily and cause a flood, whereas some rain very little. You two are number wise. Those who rain very heavily are remembered. When there is a lot of rain, people become very happy. Here too, those who rain a great deal are praised. Those who do not rain become lazy hearted. They are unable to fill their stomachs because they are not able to imbibe this knowledge well. Their stomachs stick to their backs. When there is a famine, the stomach of a people stick to their backs. Here too, if you do not imbibe this knowledge or inspire others to imbibe it, your stomach stick to your back. Those who reign a lot now become the king and queens. The others become poor. The stomach of the poor stick to their backs. Therefore, you children should imbibe this knowledge very well. The knowledge of soul and the supreme soul is so simple. You now understand that you previously had no knowledge of souls of the supreme soul. And so your stomach stuck to your backs. The main aspects are of soul and the supreme soul. People do not know what a soul is. So how could they know about the supreme soul? There are many scholars and pandits etc. They do not know about souls. You have now come to know that you are imperishable souls and filled with imperishable parts of 84 births, which continue to repeat. Souls are imperishable, and so their parts are also imperishable. No one knows how your soul play all around parts. People just say that its soul is the supreme soul. You children have all this knowledge from the beginning to the very end. They say that the duration of the drama is hundreds of thousands of years. You have now received this entire knowledge. You know that the whole of this world is to be sacrificed into the sacrificial fire of knowledge created by the Father. That is why the Father says, forget everything, including your own bodies. Consider yourself to be soul. Remember the Father and your sweet home, the land of peace. This is a land of sorrow. You are able to explain to others number wise, according to the efforts you make. You are now being filled with this knowledge, but your efforts lie in having remembrance. It takes great effort to finish the body consciousness of many births and become soul conscious. Although it is very easy to speak about this, it takes efforts to consider yourself to be a soul and to remember the Father in the form of a point. The Father says, scarcely anyone remember me as I am and who I am. As is the Father, so his children. If you know yourself as you are, you will also know the Father as he is. You know that there is only the one Father who teaches, whereas there are many who study. Only you children know how the Father establishes the kingdom. However, all of those scriptures, etc., are the paraphernalia of the path of the devotion. We have to see this in order to explain to others. But there is no question in this of disliking anything. The day and the night of Brahma are even mentioned in the scriptures, but people do not understand anything. The day and night are half and half. It is explained very easily. In the picture of the ladder, people believe that God is so powerful that he can do whatever he wants. But Baba says, I too am bound by this drama. Bharat continues to have so many difficulties. So do I keep coming here again and again? There is a limit to my path. It is only when there is complete sorrow then I come, according to my own time. There cannot be the difference of even a second. Everyone's part is fixed accurately this drama. This is the reincarnation of the highest Father. Then those who have less power continue to come down number wise. You children have now received this knowledge from the Father through which you are becoming the master of the world. You gain the full force of that power by making efforts. You become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. This is not in the parts of other. The main thing is the drama, the knowledge of which you have now received. Everything else is material because you can see all of that with your physical eyes. Baba is the wonder of the world and he created heaven, which is also called paradise. There is so much praise of him. There is great praise of the Father and his creation. The highest on high is God. No one knows how the Father created the highest heaven of all. You sweetest children only understand this number wise and claim a status according to the efforts you make. Whatever efforts you make, you do that according to the drama. You cannot receive anything without making efforts. You cannot remain for even a second without performing an act. Those hut yogis exercise breath control. It is as true they are dead. They simply stay in their caves. while dust settle on them. When water fall on them, grass begin to grow. But what benefit is there in that? For how many days can they remain sitting like that? They definitely have to act. No one can become a renunciate of actions. It is because they don't prepare food, etc., for themselves that they call themselves re- renunciated of actions. These two isn't their part in the drama. If those people of the path of isolation did not exist, what would Bharat condition have become? Bharat was number one pure. The father first of all creates purity, which lasts for half a cycle. There was definitely one religion and one kingdom in the golden age. That deity kingdom is now being established once again. You should invent such good slogans that they awaken people. Come and claim your fortune of the deity's kingdom again. You now understand this very well. You also know why Sri Krishna is called the ugly and the beautiful one. Nowadays, many people are given such names. They are in competitions with Sri Krishna. You children know how you pure king go in front of the idols of those pure king and blow their heads. They do not know anything. You children understand that it is those who were worthy of worship who then become worshippers. The entire cycle is now in your intellects. Even if you remember this much, your stage will remain very good. However, Maya does not allow you to remember. She makes you forget. If your stage remain constantly cheerful, you will be called deities. People become so happy on seeing the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. They do not become as happy on seeing the picture of Radhe and Sri Krishna or Sri Rama, etc. Because many aspects of upheaval have been written about Sri Krishna in the scriptures. This Baba becomes Sri Narayana. Baba becomes very happy on seeing the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. You children should also understand how long you will remain in your old bodies before you go and become princess. This is your aim and objective. Only you know this. Happiness should be bubbling up inside you. To the extent that you study, accordingly you will claim a high status. What status would you claim if you do not study? Just look at this status of emperors of the world, the status of the wealthy subjects and the status of the servants. There is only one subject. It is simply Manmanabhav and Madhyajit Bhav. It is alpha and beta, this knowledge and yoga. This Papa has so much happiness. He found Allah and gave away everything. He won such a huge lottery. So why should you children also not have this happiness inside you? This is why Baba says, create such translate picture for everyone, that children become happy on seeing them. Shiv Baba is giving us this inheritance through Brahma. Human beings do not know anything. They have totally degraded intellects. From having degraded intellects, you are now becoming those with the pure, clean intellects. You have come to know everything. There is no need to study anything else. You receive the sovereignty of the world through this study. This is why the Father is called knowledgeful. People believe that he knows everything in each one's hearts. However, the Father gives this knowledge. A teacher can understand to what extent each one studies. He does not sit there and whole day watching what's going on in each one intellect. This knowledge is wonderful. The Father is called the ocean of the knowledge and the ocean of peace and happiness. You are now becoming master oceans of knowledge. You will not have this title there. You will become completely virtuous, 16 Celestials degree full of all virtues. This is the highest status of a human being. At present, each of you has a godly status. You have to understand this and also explain it to the others. You should experience a great deal of happiness when you see the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. We will now become master of the world like them. It is with this knowledge that you receive all the virtues. You become refreshed by seeing your aim and objective. Therefore, the Father says that everyone should have a picture of Lakshmi and Narayana. This picture increases the love in your heart. It enters your hearts that you are in your last birth in the land of death and that you will be like them in that land of immorality. This applies to you as well. It is not that souls are the supreme soul. No, all of this knowledge should remain in your intellects. When you explain to others, tell them. We do not ask anyone for anything. There are many children of Prajapita Brahma. We do service with our minds, bodies, and wealth. We Brahmins keep this yajna going with our own earnings. We cannot use the money of Shudras. There are countless children. Each of us do that. We will claim our status to the extent that we surrender our mind, bodies, and wealth for service. You know that it is because Baba has sown the seeds that he become Narayan. The money is not going to be of any use here. And so why should I not use it for this task? Did those who surrender everything starve to death? They were looked after very well. Baba is also looked after so well. This is the chariot of Shiv Baba, the one who makes the whole world into heaven. That one is the beautiful traveler. The Supreme Soul comes here to make everyone beautiful. He changes you from ugly to beautiful. He is such a handsome bridegroom. He comes and makes everyone beautiful. You have to sacrifice yourself to him. Continue to remember him. Just as you cannot see a soul but you can understand it, in the same way you can understand the Supreme Soul. Soul and the Supreme Soul are identical in appearance, just points. All the rest is knowledge. These are matter of deep understanding. You children should note down these points in your intellects. Your intellects imbibe this knowledge number wise according to the efforts you make. Doctors are able to remember medicines. It is not that they start consulting their books at that time. Doctor have points, barrister have points. You also have points of this knowledge. There are plenty of topics that you can explain. Any point can bring benefits to someone. Some are struck by an arrow with one point and others with another point. There are many points. Those who imbibe this point very well will be able to do very good service. You have been very sick patient for half a cycle. Soul have become impure, and so the one eternal surgeon gives you medicine. He is always the surgeon. He never fall ill himself. Everyone else become ill. The eternal surgeon only comes once in this age and give you the injection of Man Mana Bhav. It is very easy. Keep this picture in your pocket all the time. Papa used to worship Narayan before. He removed Lakshmi's image from the picture and kept the image of Narayan alone. He understood that he is now becoming the same one whom he used to worship. He took leave from Lakshmi, removed her image from the picture. It was certain that he was not going to become Lakshmi. He did not like Lakshmi massaging the feet of Narayan in that picture. When some men saw this, they asked their wives to massage their feet. Lakshmi does not massage Narayan feet there. This custom and system does not exist there. This system belongs to the kingdom of Ravan. The whole of this knowledge is in this picture. There is Trimurti at the top. There is great amazement in remembering this knowledge throughout the day. Bharat is now becoming heaven. This is a very good explanation, yet it is not known why it doesn't sit in the intellects of human beings. There will be a blaze of fire with full force. The haystack has to be set on fire. The kingdom of Ravan definitely has to be destroyed. Pure Brahmins are needed for this yajna. This is the greatest sacrificial fire. It brings about purity throughout the whole world. Although those Brahmin call themselves children of Brahma, they are born through vice. The children of Brahman are pure, mouth-born creation. Therefore, explain this to them. Acha, to you sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual fathers say Namaste to you spiritual children. We spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. Number 1. Make your intellect clean and imbibe this wonderful knowledge and thereby become a master ocean of the knowledge like the Father. Imbibe all virtues with this knowledge. Number 2. Just as Baba surrendered his body, mind and wealth and used them in doing service, so you have to use everything in a worthwhile way for doing God's service like the Father. In order to remain constantly refreshed, keep a picture of your aim and objective with you. Blessing, may you be happy hearted and constantly follow the one Father with your stable and constant stage. For you children, Father Brahma life is an accurate computer. People nowadays put all their question into a computer and receive an answer. In the same way, whenever a question arises, then instead of asking why or what, just look at the computer of Father Brahma's life. The question of why and what will change into in this way. Instead of being full of caution, you will become happy hearted. To be happy hearted means to follow the Father with your constant and stable stage. Slogan, with your soul conscious power, constantly experience being healthy. Om Shanti. Special note, all Brahmin children, while doing yoga, tapasya in the cave of introversion from 1st to 31st January, serve the world with your powerful mind and giving it sakash. With this aim, the obvious signal that are included in this month's Murlis. While specially churning this point, become experienced in serving with your mind. Today's obvious signal is with your powerful minds do the service of giving sakash. You children who are the messenger of peace have to consider yourself to be messenger of peace while walking and moving around, no matter where you are staying. Those who are embodiments of peace and stable in a powerful form will continue to give others the sakas of peace and power. Shanti.